This conference will now be recorded.
Hold on one second, everybody.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, hello, good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, June 20th. So we have 2 more trading days this week and then 1 week left of trading throughout June. And as we've seen over, the summertime trading coming in, things have been a little bit slow out there. So just like always, everything that we're looking for, let's make sure that we find those high probability trades and don't try to force anything. So first thing we're going to be looking at is MLNT. So we talked about this pretty into depth yesterday, so I don't feel like we really need to go over much. But overall, we had that buying at that 7, but they could not control it down, so we saw them leak out even more buying pretty much right afterwards at about 7:04 and 7:05, which told us that variable within itself, that the stock really did want to go back up, and we saw that exact same thing, that exact thing happened this morning, pushing all the way up to our highs right here around 825. Now, coming up to the 8 level, we didn't really have great buying, but underneath you can see right here, 788, really nice. A little bit at 8, but not much. And then over the 8 level, getting closer towards that 825 level, we did get a little bit of a burst, but just not as much as I like to see at all. And then we could see that selling that really kind of came in pretty hard once we got toward, basically right underneath that 825 level. So what we're going to be looking for, we do, like I said, we do have some pretty decent buying sitting there at that 88 as well as a little bit over that 8. So a trigger up isn't going to be the highest probability at this moment just because it doesn't have really that much buying, but at the same time, certainly something that we're going to be looking to take. Okay, would I make it my first trade? Probably not unless I saw some more buying coming in once we get closer to the open of the market. But so far, looking the best out of everything that we have out there. Next thing is EDSA. So EDSA, very similar looking type stock. We've been pretty much just pushing up all morning. So the first original move, it was just since consolidation, not really doing much, and there was absolutely no volume, but it wasn't really moving on no volume. So that's definitely a good sign. And then we can see as we've been pushing up, pretty decent volume right around in those 40s. So just like always, what we're going to be looking for, we did just have some prints come in, at that 11 spot at 9:05, so about a minute ago, that we're going to need to pull back from. But keep in mind, we know that this thing is going to be an exception. On average, it trades 61 cents this morning. So far, we're pretty much almost $6. So we have to understand. Now, we're still going to make sure we follow the rules and not take trades unless they do follow the rules. But just be in the back of your mind, understand the fact that more than likely we're going to see this as an exception. Oh, on top of things, it's traded 1.1 million shares already, and on average, it trades 520,000 shares in a total day. So goes to show you that we're going to be expecting a lot more out of this than we typically would. And then on my side list, I do have Kern that I was looking at this morning. And another reason being is that it's really out of what his character is. You can see on average trade 73 cents, but this morning, from that 75 level all the way down to 57, which is a huge range compared to what we usually see, as well as yesterday really getting a push coming into the close and in the aftermarket. Not really on much at all in the aftermarket, but still, either way, still getting a fairly large push into that aftermarket. So that's definitely a little bit hot right now. My only worries about it are that it's not going to really trade once the market opens. It's going to stay a little bit consolidated. That's why I am going to put it on our side list. But overall, if we do get that volume starting to come back in, we should certainly, we haven't got a show of hand yet, but once we get a show of hand, should certainly see a real big range. All right, let's take a look at our scanners. Let's see if we have anything new coming out here. So EDSA, we've already spoken about. DMAC, 232,000 shares. Now, the reason I don't like this is because it just had no volume. Okay, it jumped up on absolutely nothing, ended up coming right back down, and there's just not really enough going on there. Now, it trades 43,000 shares usually in an entire day, but it's just not enough there for me to really see anything. Kern, we've already spoken about. OPTT is new to the list, 242,000 shares. Just looks like it just jumped up. Let's see, did we get any buying around that 250 level? Not really. I would definitely like to see a little bit more there. We'll throw OPTT on our side list, though, because we definitely have seen this thing move before. But just as of right now, we just need to see a little bit more new buying coming in, because at around that 250, especially up past 250, we just don't really have anything yet. Moving along, IAG 502, nice little move this morning, but then it just died out, and there's better stuff that we're going to be able to look at, so I'm not really interested there. And then UWT is a ETF. Oracle, Oracle moves about 77 cents. So I'm not a big fan of Oracle, to be completely honest with you. The prints get very, very mixed, as obviously you can see that coming into this morning. And it just doesn't really move much. It has everything to fit on our list. It's just going to be a little bit slower of a mover considering what the range is, but the range should be a little bit bigger than what we usually see. They had earnings, you believe. Well, let's see. Yes, certainly looks like they did. So we do have that double top that's sitting right up here of right about 57, which doesn't really give us much room, but we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, it's just not my favorite type of stock out there. And then HL, 107,000 shares, but nothing going on there either. All right, so moving over to the loser side of things, it's just pretty much ETFs and a low volume, not really much there at all. GNCA, not really doing much trading, and not really, like I said, just better things for us to be looking at, and that pretty much is it. Let's see. So what do we got going on? Time for Baidu, BIDU. It's above 120, like we said. So Baidu, I mean, remember what we talked about the other day about the trigger itself, but it actually having this rounded bottom coming down here. That was pretty much the perfect spot to be looking for an entry. Remember, now unfortunately it's a little bit too late for you to be getting back in there, but we have 120. We have all those buying print at 120, so we have not made it up there yet, and we haven't really seen those people sell off all the way down here. So I was going to be expecting some more ability for movement in this thing. It just, as of right now, this morning, it's absolutely, there's just nothing going on there. Tesla, yes, I know you guys saw that. Once again, nothing has changed. We need Tesla to go underneath to 220.50 from all of that selling. They say, I mean, it's the same market maker, same story. And then they just got downgraded, which is, it's good news for, especially if you're looking on that short side of things. Baba this morning, just not really much. We could see, it's just not really any type of bigger prints. Almost everything up is jumped up a little bit overnight, except actually Tesla, but just no real volume behind them yet. A lot of stocks didn't want to be disrupted after hours. I'm guessing you talked about MLNT. Absolutely. Slack IPO at some point today, ticker WORK. Beautiful. I will make sure I write that down. All right, guys, anything else out there that I missed? No, didn't miss Disney. Disney doesn't really do much during the pre-market. You can see just absolutely nothing going on out there yet. Let Mickey run. All right, guys. So I will talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.